What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, what's the... All right, let me know if you can hear and see me, please, whenever you get on. There's already a whole bunch of folks on, so that must mean something good. All right, Facebook user says hello. Priya says hi. Facebook user says hey. All right, lots of people saying hi, hey, other polite things. Let me face the camera here. I didn't get time to shave, so that's unfortunate, but here we are. If you are in a Facebook group and you would like to participate in the giveaways, I'm gonna need you to go to streamyard.com/Facebook. That's streamyard.com/Facebook. That's only if you want to participate in any of the giveaways, because I guess it doesn't like totally work with the software or something. So anyway, if you want to participate in the giveaways, please do that. Shaq says going to be huge. Yes, yes, yes. Ryan says hello. Oh, what's up, Ryan? A couple more Facebook users. I'll get started at probably, we'll do the first giveaway at probably 3:04 or so, or maybe 5, to give the perennially, I hope I used that word correctly, late internet marketing industry a chance to get on. I think this is my first live stream in a month or two. It's been a while, so I'm excited to be here with you folks, even you Lahiru. Looking forward to hearing the updates. Cool, cool, cool. Facebook user says, how are you, sir? I literally could not be better. Thank you for asking. Max says, clear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll give it another minute or two, and then we're going to get into our first giveaway. Sarah says she's a few minutes lagged, but she's here. Kelvin, our community manager at Legiit, says, good to see everyone. David says, hey, hey, hey. Facebook user says, hey. Seun says, looking good. Well, I'm just trying to play at your level, my friend. Arend says, all good. Good, good, good. Sumera says, let's do this. All right, in just another minute, we're going to be giving away some Legiit merch. So before we do that, if you're in a Facebook group and you want to contribute, you need to, or to be eligible for the giveaway, you need to go to streamyard.com/Facebook. Keith says it should show his name now, and it does. Somebody says, really love your Funko Pop collection. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm up to around 300 of them now. And I'm probably going to have to throttle back a little bit because I'm running out of room. They're like taking over my whole apartment, so. But, you know. Alexis says, hey, Chris. Shivam says, yeah. Max says, everyone loves merch. Good, 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 good. All right, we got a few seconds left, and then we're going to go ahead and do our first giveaway, which I put into the presentation, so we're going to have to skip that part when we get there, but that's okay. So let me go ahead and get the tool ready. Not Jim. Hi-oh! Emmanuel says, streamyard.com/Facebook. Thank you, sir. Let's go. Lots of excitement today. I am pumped. There's a big turnout. Everyone seems positive. Hey, Jordan. I don't get that one. But okay. Oh, no, there's another. I see. He's talking to somebody else. Look at me being egotistical. All right, let's present. They've changed the wording. Share my screen. And let's choose the broadcast, which is this one. And today's word is going to be freedom. So, typing is hard for some people. Freedom. All right, so we're going to start collecting comments, and this is for some Legiit merch. So we'll go for about 2 or 3 minutes, and we'll get as many entries as we possibly can. And while we're doing that, I'll bring up the merch store so you can kind of get an idea of what you're fighting for. Not fighting. Fighting is bad. All right. So this is some Legiit merch. Those of you that are showing up as Facebook user, you're not going to be able to contribute, or you're not going to be able to participate unless you go to streamyard.com/Facebook. It's just the way the software works, unfortunately. I wish it didn't, but it is what it is. Yeah, this is some of the Legiit merch, and you just have to enter the word freedom. It's currently 3:06. We'll probably go till 3:08 because we don't want to spend a lot of time on this. I mean, you guys probably do. but if we can't, because we have a lot to cover today. Excited. You can tell because I'm saying things in triplicate. Lots of people saying freedom. I have 10 legit shirts looking for an 11th. Freedom, because that's what we're talking about today. And we're going to do another give. If you don't win this one, Ash Aswin says, can you see my name? I can. So just type freedom. If you don't win this one, we are doing another giveaway in later in the presentation. So if you don't win this one, and you may as well stick around. I'm disappointed that Anthony's not here today because he's always trying to win a t-shirt and he never does, and it's kind of become a meme, but I haven't seen him around today. So let me check up on him. Yeah, doesn't seem to be online. Well, at least this time he can't blame, whatever. All right, we got somewhere in less than a minute because Windows 11 clock does not show you the seconds, so I can't tell you the seconds. Wired caps won't work. I don't know what that means. Legit is a synonym to financial freedom. Getting a redirect link when I try StreamYard.com/Facebook. I don't know what to tell you. That's the right link. But you're showing up anyway, so you're good. I can see your name, so you're all good. Freedom. All right, that's the end of it. You can stop saying freedom now. Let's go ahead and draw. Good luck, everyone, except for Keith, because Keith has won too many times. I'm kidding, my friend. Alexis. Congratulations, Alexis. Alexis wins the legit merch of their choice. So let me grab this as a screenshot so we can get that out to you. But winner. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick out the legit merch that you want. Then you are going to contact our support team and give them your snail mail address. And if it's something that requires a size, let them know what size as well. So thank you for playing, everyone, and stick around because we got another, another giveaway coming in just a little bit. So let me get the presentation ready and we will get into it because we have a lot to cover. So, and the sooner I get in the presentation, the less I have to be on camera, and my inner introvert can breathe easy. So let's share the screen. All right, let me know if you can see that okay, please. Just want to make sure that everyone's seeing it okay and the screen is clear and all that stuff. You should be able to see the future of Superstar SEO. So someone let me know if that's what you're seeing so we can get into it. All right, you can see it. Yay. All right, so let me bring up the controls and let me see if I can find a way to get the comments on the screen too. All right. 1 second, folks. All right, so today we are here to talk about the future of Superstar SEO. Let's just get into it. I want to first of all thank you all for supporting me. Thank you all for being here. I know that everybody's busy. Everybody has a lot going on. It's getting close to holiday season and you're busy and you have all these things going on. That you take a little bit time out of your day here to hear what I have to say is something I will never stop appreciating and will never stop being important to me. So if I don't say it enough, thank you. If I do say it too much, I'm going to keep saying it anyway. So thank you all. It means a lot to me. So today's agenda, giveaway. We already did that, which is why I was saying it didn't make a lot of sense for me to put it in here, but whatever. Then we are going to talk about why we're having this webinar. I guess it's more of a live stream than it is a webinar. And I know I talk really fast. That's because I'm excited. So I apologize if you can turn on captions if that helps. I will try to talk slower, but it's really not in my nature. So anyway, we are here to talk about we're going to talk about why we're having this. I'm going to give you a brief history of what Superstar SEO is, and then we're going to talk about what's changing. Then we're going to talk about what's not changing, what's changing slightly, what the big changes are, some things that I'm going to be taking away, and then what's new and what's in it for you. And then of course we will take some questions that are not how do I get orders on Legiit. So everybody ready for that? If so, good. If not, I'm doing it anyway. So, all right, let's get to it. We already did the giveaway, so we can skip that. So what brought us here? You may be wondering why I'm talking about the future of it and why we're even having this, or what you're doing here watching. Most of you might be just here to win some shit, but I wanted to make sure I bring this up to speed. So back on September 10th, and it is November 9th as I broadcast this, just to give you a kind of a time frame of how long it took me to think about this. But I made a post on both my personal profile, timeline, whatever you want to call it, as well as the Superstar SEO Facebook group, saying that I wasn't sure what I wanted to do for the future of Superstar SEO because, Legiit is my biggest focus by far, and I intend to continue to grow that. And then I hate this term, but like my personal brand, the quote unquote Chris M. Walker brand, was kind of like the second thing. Like I asked a lot of people I know if they wanted SEO from me, but they didn't know how to get a hold of me, how they would search. And almost all of them said they would search Chris M. Walker and not Superstar SEO. So I started considering getting rid of the brand altogether, but I wanted to weigh my options and do it carefully because there's a lot to consider. There's a lot of history there and so on. This isn't the entire post, by the way. I couldn't figure out a good way to get it all on one slide, so apologize on that. So that's kind of what brings us here. I've thought about it. I talked to the people whose opinions matter to me the most and the people that I thought would have the best input. And I've really spent a lot of time thinking about what to do here, and that's what we're here to talk about today. So I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. I just wanted to let you know the whole point of this, in case you didn't know. It's something I've done badly is assume that people know about certain things, and they don't. So let's move on. In order to make this make sense, I have to give you a little bit of background on the business and then why we're going to be changing it and how it's going to help you. So this is, I think, going to be interesting, but I won't spend a ton of time on it, even though it is kind of the largest part of the presentation. But I wanted to give you some history on Superstar SEO and how it has been hopefully benefited some of you and how we got here, I guess. So in order to know where you're going, you need to know where you've been. So a little backstory, and this is pulled directly from the Superstar SEO website. So some of these numbers are a little out of date. 2013 was obviously more than 5 years ago, for example. But essentially around that time, I was broke as a joke. Like I had a huge amount of student loan debt, a huge amount of credit card debt. I had a job. I mean, it was a good job, but it wasn't enough. And I felt like I had no freedom. I felt trapped, and I felt like I didn't have any way out of it. And I literally didn't know what to do because all I knew at that point was work and get a paycheck. You know what I mean? So, and like I said, it wasn't like I didn't have a job. I was working for I guess you'd call them a real estate developer in their IT support department. And I didn't hate it, but I wasn't really enjoying it either. And it really wasn't ever going to be enough for me to get out of the kind of debt that I was in, and not to mention just have some sort of like financial or personal freedom. And basically, it was just miserable. I was kind of stuck in this loop, and I'm sure some of you can relate to this, whether it's the debt or whether it's a job you don't like or something like that. But that's kind of where I was, and I literally didn't know what to do, and I had no idea that there were even ways to stop that, let alone that I had any choice. And fortunately, I don't believe in luck, but I do believe in luck. You know what I mean? Like, it was around this time I was screwing off at that day job instead of like getting good at the job or using that time productively. I was screwing around, and I was just browsing the internet, and there was this old wrestling blog that I used to read because I'm super cool, and it went away. But randomly one day I just decided to see if it had come back or if somebody else bought the domain or whatever. And I typed it in, and the site was gone, but there was a one-page website there that was put there by the old author of the site, the old owner of the site, and he was talking about what he was doing now, like what was going on, basically what he was doing and how he was making his living and all that sort of stuff. And this one paragraph, I actually went and found this earlier today, and I blocked out some of the information because there's websites there, and anytime I show a website, somebody fucks with it, so I don't want anything to do it. But this very site is still there, And this is the one paragraph that literally changed my life for the last decade plus. I guess it's about a decade now. Is basically him saying how he had stopped running the blog and doing these other things and gotten into something called affiliate marketing. He was doing it specifically in the poker niche, but in general, it was affiliate marketing. That was literally the first time that I'd ever heard that term, and I was intrigued. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like he's doing pretty well, and it sounds pretty cool. So I started, reading up on it, reading his blog, then reading the Warrior Forum and Black Hat World and all these other things. And I started learning a little bit, and I got more and more intrigued. And then I came across a $37 course eventually, and I must have cut out part of this, so I apologize. But I came across a $37 course called Bring the Fresh, which that $37 was a huge investment for me at the time. I know that sounds corny or cheesy or whatever. I mean, when I had thousands of dollars worth of bobbleheads sitting behind me right now. But at that time, that was a big deal. I had to put that on a credit card because I couldn't risk the cash. But I watched all the training in it, and the important part is I took action, and I made my first website, which still exists, although it hasn't been touched in years. But actually, I did get it redesigned a couple years ago. But anyway, it was get rid of cable, and the point of that website was to help people that wanted to stop using cable TV and wanted to use streaming and things like that, which was, hey, look, we got a spammer, which was a kind of a new thing at the time. How it was to help them do exactly what it said: get rid of cable, switch over to be completely streaming, and so on. And I got paid through AdSense, and I got paid through affiliate marketing, mostly from Amazon, but also from Roku. Let me find where I can ban this spammer. 1 second, guys. There's always somebody, am I right? Where'd it go? Interesting. All right. Weird. All right, well, if it continues, I'll figure it out. Anyhow, I lost my presentation. Sorry. Sucky people ruining things. Anyway, I got that site, and I used this software that the training told me to use called Magic Submitter, which was basically a link building tool. And I didn't even know that what I was doing was called SEO at the time, but I got that site to rank for all kinds of shit. I got it to rank for Get Rid of Cable, Netflix review, WWE network review, and it was making pretty good money. It was making $50 or $100 a day, which was, it doesn't sound like a lot to some people, but that was literally game changing for me at the time. So hold on a second. Where is that? The YouTube window. Let me see if I can't find and ban this person. All right. Well, I guess. All right. Sorry about that. There's a spammer that I'm seeing, but I guess you guys aren't seeing it. So, what user? All right. There we go. Block user. Always something. All right. Anyway, yeah, so I was making pretty good money with that, and I didn't have any clue what I was doing. It was, I literally stumble-fucked my way into making money with this website through affiliate marketing and AdSense and just driving traffic from. I remember I had a blog comment that I made on Wall Street Journal that was driving hundreds of visits a day and getting me lots of sales. So I was just doing things, and it worked. And I was like, this shit is easy. So I started launching other sites. And right when I did, enter Penguin. If those of you that have been around long enough know that October 17th, 2014 was when Penguin 3.0 was a major change to Google algorithm. Took effect. It was the web spam penalty, and that Magic Submitter software I was using was doing nothing but spam. And my rankings and money disappeared overnight. And the worst part was, I didn't even know that was a thing at the time, right? I had to, once it happened, I started Googling to see what it could be, and then I stumbled on I think Warrior Forum and some other places that were talking about it and what you could do, but I never really ever recovered from that in 10 years, that site from that. So I was pretty discouraged, but by that point I had my first fix, and I knew that this internet marketing stuff was for me. So around that time, the guy that had made that course that I mentioned earlier, Bring the Fresh, started promoting another course called Source Phoenix, which, if those of you that know who Alex Becker is, that was a course he put out that was on SEO client, SEO software, and SEO affiliate. So I bought that, and I remember I had to put that on a credit card too, and it took me like 3 months to pay it off, but 3 or 4 months to pay it off. But the truth was, it was good. It wasn't great, but because it was such an investment for me, I had to make it work. And that's when I started working on client SEO for the first time and doing things to help me actually get SEO clients where I would do the SEO for them. So that worked, and I started building up a few of those. And by the way, some of those I still have to this day. So almost 8 years I've been with some of those folks. That's incredible. So anyhow, that was doing pretty well for me, but it wasn't enough to help me break through to be able to quit my job and pay off my debt. But I was getting there. Then the big thing happened in 2015, and again from Alex Becker, God bless him. He created a marketplace called Source Market, which is now defunct. But what I did was I listed a $10 service that I resold for $5 from Fiverr. And then I also listed a service from a tool called Sinwire, which was a tool I'd also bought through Alex Becker that did things called social media blasts, and I was selling them for $5. And my only goal with that was to rebuild it, but what happened next changed everything. I got a few orders for $5-10, and I still remember to this day where I was when I got the PayPal notification, and I was mystified why I was getting a PayPal notification, but I got a $10 PayPal notification, and the orders just started rolling in, and then I got a bunch, and then I got a bunch more, and I added more services, and it really started to snowball and take off for me. And then I made friends with Alex's partner, Gregory Ortiz, and he showed my services in a few of their videos, and that made it even take off more. And it was at that point I was making more from my side job of internet marketing than I was from my regular paycheck, finally. But I was still afraid to quit because that's a big scary thing, right? So I had to find a way to balance all of that and still at my day job. And sometimes I would stay there after everybody left until midnight just working on my business because I had a better computer there than I did at home. And it was working, I was making it, but the thing that sucked was my job kind of got worse and worse. And by the way, if any of you folks from there are still watching, there's nothing against anybody there. Great people there, great company, but I just wasn't happy, and it just wasn't right for me. So I just don't want to hurt anybody's feelings that doesn't deserve it. So anyhow, after talking to my mother and some friends and some mentors, I sent my boss at the time, another great guy, by the way, an email and told him I needed to speak to him in private. And I told him that this job was holding me back and I couldn't afford to do it any longer. And that was May 18th, 2016. Again, not 1 year ago, but as of the day that I wrote this, it was. And you can check out this full story on my website. But I gave him my notice, and then I was excited because I was finally going to have some freedom on my own. But I was also kind of scared because I was going to be all on my own, and there was no guaranteed money coming in. And the good thing was I agreed to stay on until they found another person and help get them trained. So I took about 3 months to do that, which is insane. But that's neither here nor there. But I had enough clients recurring to pay my bills. I had money coming in from my marketplaces and other odds and ends here and there. And finally, I was able to get out on my own. I also, around that time, and I only bring this part up because it's going to become important later. But that's when I started the Superstar SEO Facebook group, which has now got 80,000 people in it, which is mind-boggling to me because I just did it on a whim. But I started getting some sales from there and building up a reputation in the community there. And it was just amazing to see all these things start to happen. It helped me create this YouTube channel that you're probably watching on right now. I launched my first course. And then as the marketplace that I was working on started to have issues and become unsafe and get hacked, things kind of changed again. And that's when I met a developer who's now my business partner, and I'm probably watching right now. But that is when we created Legiit, and that brings us to the birth of Legiit. And that, my friends, is a story for another day. So that is, I know that was a lot, but that was kind of the background of Superstar SEO and what brought it to where it is today. Basically, it's Currently, it's a blog, it's a YouTube channel, a Facebook group, an agency, a consulting agency, some software, and a few other odds and ends. So the question is now, what's next? What's now? Now, the thing is, we're going to be talking a lot about freedom today. And one of the hard parts of breaking free from whatever constraints you have, whether it's financial, whether it's mental, whether it's health, whatever, is you have to make a change. If you're not free and you want to be free, you're going to have to change something. And that never stops. Like, you are going to continually evolve and find other shackles and find ways to break them. And in order to do that, you have to change. And that's what I'm going to be doing with Superstar SEO. So we are going to be changing some things. We're going to not be changing others. Some things are going to change slightly. Some things are going to go away permanently. And that's what we're going to talk about now. So some things that won't be changing at all. Josh saying freedom. What's up, Josh? That will not be changing at all. I want to immediately there's probably some of you that are worried about things that you have with us, that you're worried how it's going to change and whatever. So things that will not be changing at all, I put that at the top to alleviate any worry that anybody has that may be watching this. And the first thing that's not going to be changing at all is my existing clients. If you're watching this, and you know that some of you are, nothing will change. You're going to continue to be at the same rate, get the same level of quality service, and so on. So don't worry about that. If you're with us right now, what you have will be there for as long as you want it, which hopefully is forever. The next thing that will not be changing is the Superstar SEO blog. Now, this is something that we have spent a lot of time and effort on over the last year, and it's really starting to take off. You should really check that out. In fact, I'll drop that in the comments real quick. We've put out hundreds of posts, and we've got like another couple hundred scheduled and over the next, year or so. Freedom starts with 225 in bench press. I'm almost there, just saying. I don't agree with that, but I am almost there. So if you're right, I don't think you are, but if you are, I'm on my way to that too. Anyhow, we've been putting out a lot of content there, and we're going to continue doing that. Now, we're not going to be focusing as much on the SEO brand, but we're going to continue to put out SEO and digital marketing content and continue to grow that blog as a completely free resource for everyone that wants it and needs it and has come to appreciate it. Hopefully that's more than a few of you. If not, that's fine too, but that is not going to be changing at all. The Superstar SEO Facebook group will not be changing at all. That should say Superstar SEO, not Superstar. Like I said, this has got just shy of 90,000 members. It's active, it's spam free, it's largely promo free, except for me. And it's a great community. It's something I'm super proud of, and I wouldn't be here without it. This one was the hardest decision for me to make, but I have decided to leave that exactly as it is and continue to let it grow and thrive the way it has. So that will not be changing. We also won't be changing the Superstar SEO Slack group that I started a month or so ago. We've been having some great conversation in there. You can see some of it here. It's great. It's something I created on a whim, but it's going well, and that won't be changing at all either. So anybody who's paying for any of that or is using any of that, none of that's going to change. So don't worry, be happy. Bobby McFerrin, hopefully I don't have to pay you royalties. Hopefully I didn't just get this, whatever. Moving right along. Things that will be changing slightly. This is not going to be a massive change on some of these things, but they are going to be changing. First up is my Legiit services. The only thing that's going to change here is going to be cosmetic. I'm getting all of my thumbnails rebranded to matching my new brand that we're going to be talking about. Not new brand, but new brand palette and things like that. There's really not much else to say about that. All the services that are there are going to stay. We might tweak the pricing a little bit, but overall that is going to be staying the way it is. So nothing's going to change there. I may change the username to Chris M. Walker rather than Superstar SEO, but I'll have to see how that works with the redirection and things like that. So I may or may not do that, but that's the only change coming there. I just wanted to change the color and the look, and also all those pictures you see of me right there are 8 years old. So that needs to change too. Audit will be making a slight change, and I can't talk about that's audit.io, the on-page competition tool, which, by the way, went neck to neck with Surfer in an experiment we did, and they basically got the same results. So leave that to me. But this is going to, everybody that's got this is going to retain it, but what's going to happen is this is going to be built right into Legiit in the next few weeks. So you'll be able to log into it right through one login with Legiit. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I can't say much more about that right now. Superstar SEO Academy. This is the training program for SEO, largely SEO, a few other digital marketing things that has been going for almost 5 years, which in this industry is a lifetime. There is going to be a slight change to that. And that slight change is going to be that this is the members area of it now. It's just a screenshot that's not interactive. But that is going to be moved over to Legiit. So Legiit Courses is something we launched a few months ago. And I've been debating on this a lot because there's hundreds of videos there. It's going to be a massive undertaking. But the current members area is going to go away, and they're all going to be under Legiit in the next couple of months. So that's the only change that's coming there. Everybody that's subscribed or has lifetime will still have the same access. All the same content will be there. It's just going to be under Legiit. So you kind of get the idea, right? Many things are going to be moving directly to Legiit. So those are the things that are getting slight changes. That won't really affect anyone other than you might log in at a different place. So I wouldn't sweat that too much. So let's move right along to the things that are going to get big changes. These are things that I'm completely rebranding and completely redoing. And yeah, I don't know how else to explain what big means. So first up will be again, I hate this term, but my personal brand site. Let me get some water real quick. Sorry about that. Anyway, don't need to elaborate. Yeah, again, that picture is 8 years old, and this really doesn't reflect where I am as an entrepreneur anymore. And I really did like the design of this at the time, but it's a bit outdated now, and it's getting I've already seen the template or whatever, the wireframe of it, or I don't know the term. I already know what it's going to look like. That's getting a complete overhaul, and hopefully that'll be done in the next couple weeks. By the way, most of this stuff will be done by the beginning of 2023. So that is going to be changing. That's going to get a complete. I'm so excited. It looks so sexy too, by the way. But yeah, that's Sexy Suit Boy. Thanks. But yeah, that's, again, that picture is 8 years old, and the site is just, it doesn't really reflect where we are anymore. So moving right along, my content. Now this is actually already started in the last few weeks. You probably noticed, but we're going to be focusing less on, and we'll still do some of these, but we're going to be focusing less on like how to do this SEO thing, how to do that SEO thing. We're still going to have some of those. There's still something going to have some fun, like I did with the Fiverr account on there. And some other little like quick tutorials like that iPhone thing that I shot on my phone there. And the clickbait shit that I did with Elon Musk. But, we're going to talk more about freedom, independence, mindset, business, things like that to help people grow, rather than just how to build a link that's a DA97 or whatever. So keep an eye out for that. Like I said, we've already started this. I've been doing these shorts for a couple months now, and we're going to be really ramping that up and increasing the production value and the frequency and the overall content strategy. So that's going to be changing too. And then finally, what is going away? Now, the good part about change is you get to do things that are fresh and new and really help you be more free. But sometimes to get something new, you have to get rid of something old. And I just don't have the bandwidth for everything that I've been doing for the last almost 10 years now. And some things had to go. And the one thing that is going is my agency. So technically it's Superstar SEO, and that's not what I'm showing here, but I don't want it to get confused with the other site. But the agency side of the business helped me grow. It helped me get free. It helped me a lot in my life, and but it's not where I am anymore. It stresses me out. I don't do as good a job as I'd like. I don't really want to do it at all. And I'm not going to get rid of any of the clients I have, and it's not going to affect any of the like white label clients I have, like on Legiit or anything like that. But as far as like the local SEO or national SEO agency, that's going away. I won't be taking any more clients. Now I will take consulting clients, and I will take, direct like coaching clients and things like that, but there won't be any more done with you type of thing. Like I won't be taking on, a cheese shop or a plumber or anything like that. It's just, it's not where I am. It's not how I can best serve you. And that's really my goal something had to go, and it was pretty easy. Mock-up, thank you. It was a pretty easy decision of what had to go, because I really do, I don't want to say I hate this side of the business, because I love the people I work with, but I've never committed to it, and that's going to be ending. So, and the only other thing, I don't really have anything specific to say here, but I have some other miscellaneous projects that I have here and there. I have some half-ass affiliate sites and some Gumroad things and things like that. And those are going to go too. I just can't devote any more time to any of those. So that's going to be gone. So that is the changes that are coming to existing things. That's the minor changes, the major changes, what's not changing, and what's going away. So I'm going to grab some quick water again, and then we're going to get into the real meat and potatoes of what's coming next. So 1 second here. It's a good thing I'm talking fast, because time is going quickly. All right, what's new? Well, before we get into what's new, and is it me or does the W look like it's a different font? Anyway, before we do that, what do you say we go ahead and do giveaway number 2? This is going to be a bit bigger of a prize, but we are going to I'm going to give away an hour of my time, which to do a consult on whatever you need to talk about, business, SEO, whatever. I usually charge $500 for that, but we're going to do that completely free. And let me go ahead and get the giveaway page up again. StreamYard.com/giveaway. All right, so let's bring that up again. Hopefully you guys can see that. And once again, we are going to do Freedom. It is 3:38. We will go till 3:41. So just if you want an hour of consult with me, just type in Freedom. Oh, that's interesting. It carried over the entries from the previous one. So yeah, start typing in Freedom, and that is for a 1 hour consult with me on any topic or topics that you wish. Hope that we be me so we can chat about bench pressing. And I'm kind of starting to think you might be a troll, my friend. But you know what? I appreciate you. Thank you for being a fan. But let me escape out of that. Oh, damn it. So we are going to go till 3:41 p.m. Eastern. And this is for a 1 hour consult with me. You just type Freedom. Or if you're not taking any more clients, only focus on consultation services, you can send the client to me. Actually, I don't know who that is. But yeah, I am going to be referring them out the leads that I get. So. All right, lots of people typing Freedom. Lots of people keeping it going. Matthew, Keith, Joan, Next, Freelancer, Shaq, Kevin, Facebook user. Thanks for the value you provide, Chris. Good, you are one of the good guys. Thank you from New Zealand. Thank you, Facebook user. I appreciate that. I'm sorry I don't know who you are because I can't see it, but I appreciate that. That's very kind. Alex, what's up, Alex? We got about a minute left, folks. This is for a 1 hour consult with me. If you're showing up as Facebook user, it's not going to work. So you're going to need to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. So I'll give that an extra few seconds for the folks that want to try that. But then once you do that, come back and type Freedom so you can win. I'm excited about this. I love doing consultations, and I look forward to talking to you. All right, we got a few seconds left. I don't know how much because, exciting new stuff you're building. I haven't even gotten to the new stuff yet. So yes, thank you. Rakes SEO. There's your free plug. It says Freedom. I'm gonna give it another 30 seconds or so because I didn't give the instructions on how, if you're in a group, to get to it. You need to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook if you are in a group and you want to win. People stop entering it multiple times. You don't need to do it once to count. Yeah, but it's okay. It gets it seen more often. So somebody said magic. All right. All right, we're gonna go till 3:42, and that's gonna be the end of it. Man, this is so much easier than when we used to try to do it with numbers. If it happens to be Alexis again, we'll have him pick our lottery numbers, I guess. All right, few seconds left. Hopefully, because again, it doesn't show the seconds for some ungodly reason. And time. Okay, you can stop guessing now. Let's pick our winner. Aaron. Congratulations, Aaron Gavaras. Gavars, I guess is how that's pronounced. Let me save that too. You can just message me on like Facebook, or you can email help@legiit.com, and we'll figure out a time to book your call. So congratulations, Aaron. I'm not sure if he's still on, but hopefully he will see it. I think that's a he. So let me bring it back, and we'll get back into it. Okay. All right, so come on. There we go. All right, so that was that. So now you are probably wondering, this is all great. This history lesson is very interesting. And one guy won a t-shirt and another guy won some consultation, but what is it that we're really here to talk about? So I've spent a lot of time thinking about what all of my businesses mean and what my mission is and how I can help people the most. And I thought about that story that I just told about the history of Superstar SEO and really myself and everything that I've been a part of the last 10 years. And what it really means to me is freedom. Freedom to have a live stream in the middle of the day. Freedom to travel to Texas because I happened to see a show I wanted to go to, a conference I wanted to go to. Freedom to not do any of those things if I so chose. It's freedom to be healthy enough to go take a Muay Thai class. Freedom to do whatever the hell I want to do, whenever the hell I want to do it. And that's been the biggest thing that's mattered to me. And that's why I did all of this, and it's why I do all of what I do. And I've thought about how much that means to me. So the best thing I can do for you is to try to help as many people as are interested do the same for them. So that's why I'm launching a new program in the coming days called Freedompreneur. Now, why did I choose that name? Obviously, the theme of all of this is freedom. The goal is freedom. The things that we're talking about are freedom. But I chose preneur because it's obviously part of the word entrepreneur. And I chose that because what entrepreneurs do is they create things. They create businesses. They create opportunity for people, whether it's jobs, whether it's money, whether it's time. That's what entrepreneurs do. They create. And I want to help you create freedom for yourself, whether it's money, whether it's health, whether it's emotional, whether it's mental. I want to do whatever I can that's in my power to help you become as free as you possibly can. That's going to be the goal of all of the content that we put out, all of the programs that we launch, and everything we do. It's no accident that the thing that has given me the most freedom is freelancing. And the free and freelancing is important to remember. You can stop saying freedom now, by the way. The contest is over. But that's the real thing that I want to be able to give back to the world that has been so kind to me. So that's why I am launching a new program called Freedompreneur. This is the landing page. I'll just go ahead and bring it up so you can kind of see it. And it's freedompreneur.io. Now, it hasn't gone live yet. I mean, the landing page has, but the program and the site haven't. And I'm going to explain what this is in just a second. But let me bring it up here for you. So this is it. You can just come in and be put on the waiting list. Hopefully you guys can see that. And I want to talk a little bit about what this is. So this is something I spent a lot of time thinking about, and something I really want to do to try and give back as much as I possibly can. So we're going to have, and let me go ahead and put that in the chat as well. And put the URL on the screen for you so you can see it. You can see it fine, thank you. All right, so that's the URL. Just visit freedompreneur.io. There's nothing to buy there yet. You just put in your email and it'll just a waiting list for right now. But basically, this is going to be a three-level program that I'm going to be launching in the next few weeks, maybe by the end of the year, maybe the beginning of next year. But it's going to be called Freedompreneur. Now, what that is, there's going to be 3 levels. There's going to be a basic free level that everybody can and should have access to as soon as it's ready. And that's going to be, we're going to talk about freedom mindset, because if you don't have the right mindset, you aren't going to be free. That sounds like typical guru BS, but it's true. Like, I see this so often that people will want to do something, but then they'll spend all their time going in circles thinking about it. And it's because they don't know what it takes to free themselves. So we're going to talk about the freedom mindset. We're going to talk about the types of freedom, because freedom is just a word. There are different types. There's financial, there's physical, there's mental, there's emotional freedom. We're going to be talking about those and how to achieve each of those. And then we're going to talk about how you begin breaking free. We all have some form of shackle or oppression or something in our life that is holding us back from being where we want to be, doing what we want to do, going where we want to go, living how we want to live. And you have to break free of those before you can possibly have any kind of freedom of the types of freedom. So we're going to talk about how you start breaking free from that. We're going to talk, and then I'm going to give you the freedom roadmap. This is going to be the steps that I think that you need to take, that I have taken in order to break free and to become free in each and every one of those parts of my life and those parts of your life. So that's going to be the roadmap to freedom, or the freedom roadmap. So that's going to be available to everyone at no cost forever. That's going to be the basic program. I'm going to be promoting that heavily, and not because I have any more desire to have yet another free program, but because it's how I can be as helpful as I possibly can to you, and to give back to you what each of you have given to me. So be on the lookout for that. If you want to be notified when any of these come available, just go to freedompreneur.io, which we'll visit again in a moment. But then there are going to be other levels. And I thought about doing all of this as a free program, but it's been my experience that if there's not a value exchange, excuse me one second. If there's not a value exchange, then people won't take it as seriously. And that's why we're going to have what I call the elite level. This is going to still be very reasonably priced, and I haven't even figured that out yet, but it'll be super affordable for anybody that wants it. But it's going to have everything that's in basic, plus it's going to have financial freedom training. I'm going to show you as many ways as possible to start building up that war chest of money that you need in order to live the kind of life you want to live and have the kind of freedom that you want to have, and to really break yourself free. We're going to talk about physical freedom training. I'll tell you what's worked for me, and then I'll bring in some experts. Maybe I can bring in Don, trombones player here, to talk about bench pressing, because he seems to be really obsessed with bench, bro. but no, we're going to talk about that, because if you are not physically well, nothing else is going to matter to you. When you have a headache, all you can think about is a headache. When you're sick, all you can think about is being sick. So you have to start being healthy and having physical freedom to have any of the other types of freedom. And then we're going to talk about mental freedom. And this goes back to mindset, but it's bigger than that. Mental freedom means knowing that you can be free in whatever way that you need to be free, and breaking free from the things that influence us, the people that sell to us, the people that manipulate us, the different things in the world that are out there just to hold us back. Like if you go watch that Elon Musk video I posted a couple of weeks ago or a week ago, and you'll see the tip of that topic. but it's so much bigger than that. There's so many things influencing us every single day that are controlling us and keeping us from being what we deserve to be. And that is what mental freedom training is going to be. We're going to realize how we can break free from that and start getting the kind of life that we fucking deserve. And then there's going to be a private community. I don't know if that's going to be on Facebook or if it'll be on Discord or something like Circle, but there'll be a private community where you can work with other people and get to know each other and encourage each other and help each other and help everyone break free. There's power in groups, and groupthink will help everyone. So that will be there. And then, of course, I am not an expert on everything, and I will not pretend to do that. I will not pretend to be an expert on anything that I'm not, and I won't give advice that I'm not qualified to give. And what I will do is go out and find special guests that are qualified in the different areas and bring them into the program to help you with the different areas of that. So, and then we'll be doing AMAs and live streams like this that are just for the members of Elite. And for the next level, this one is going to be, I'm not gonna lie, this one is going to cost, but this is going to be the high level Freedompreneur mastermind. Again, price hasn't been determined yet, but this is going to be everything that's included in basic, everything that's included in Elite. Then we're going to get advanced training. So particularly in the financials part, there's a lot more. It takes a lot more to go from 6 to 7, It takes a lot more to go from 6 to 7 figures than it does from 0 to 6 figures. It takes a lot more to go from 7 to 8 than it did to go from 6 to 7. And that's where the advanced training is going to be in. That's where we're going to build out different types of freedom businesses, whatever that means to you, and figure out exactly how we get you to the absolute pinnacle of financial and physical, the financial freedom that it's going to take, as well as the other areas. So that is going to be part of the advanced training. You'll get direct access to me. I haven't 100% decided the form that's going to take, but everybody will have direct access to me that isn't a member of Freedompreneur Diamond. And then there will be additional tools and templates and other things to help you get there. And then once there's enough people, we will do an in-person meetup somewhere in the United States. Obviously, that will take some planning and that will be some time out, but that will be 100% included as well. So that's going to be Freedompreneur Diamond. So this is why I'm shutting down the agency. This is why I am removing some of those other things. This is why I'm reworking my content, rebranding everything, so I can give back to you the things that you have been so kind in giving to me, from being our customers, our followers, our clients, our friends, and our supporters all these years. I have said it before, and I absolutely believe it, that you have a moral obligation to help as many people as you possibly can in as many ways as you can. And this is the way that I am going to do my best to give back to you in the coming weeks, months, and years. So that's kind of it. Check it out. I hope that you'll sign up for the waiting list. We will get that to you as soon as we possibly can. We'll get that up hopefully by the end of the year, hopefully sooner. But if you sign up there, just put in your email address, simple capture email form, and yeah, that's what I've got for you today. That is the future of Superstar SEO. That is what I've been working on. That is what I'm going to do my best to bring to you to help as many of you as I possibly can. So I'm going to share my camera again, I guess, and take any questions that you have. So I think you can see me in the corner there. Yeah, so let me turn that off. Yeah, it's freedompreneur.io. I'll type that in the chat again for anyone that missed it. If you're watching this on the replay, it'll be in the first comment as well as the description. But if you have any questions about that or anything other than how to get orders on Legiit or bench pressing, you just type those in the chat and I'll be happy to take them for you too. I've been an entrepreneur for about 10 years and I still have to think about how to spell it every single time. So just visit freedompreneur.io. I can actually bring up the live site. So there it is. It's super simple. It's literally just you type in your email and you click send me info, and that's literally all you have to do. So we got about 5 minutes left. I timed that pretty well. Keith says he's super excited for this. God bless you, my friend. Super easy reviews. There's your plug. Says great idea. Thank you. Thank you. It's something I'm actually really pissed that I didn't think of sooner, and something I'm super, super excited about too. So, like I said, it's no accident that the thing that has brought me the most success, both as a freelancer myself, but as I hate saying the owner, but the top of someone who helped create a freelancing platform, it's no coincidence that the word free is in all of that, and that really dawned on me recently. And I'm just, I was like, what can I do? I don't feel like I'm doing enough, and I feel like I'm doing too many things that I don't want to be doing. So how can I get rid of the things I don't want to do and start doing more of the things that I do want to do and help as many people as I possibly can? Because that's where I am in my life, is to help as many people as I possibly can, because I don't like to be an internet marketer flex, but I make enough to live the way I want to live for as long as I want to right now. And I want everyone else to have that same opportunity, because it took me until my mid 30s to do it. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but I want to help get you to the answers to the test, help you skip to the front of the line and help you in the way that nobody helped me, that I shouldn't say nobody. I've been fortunate enough to have a supporting family and supporting friends, but I had to figure it out on my own. I had courses that I bought that taught me skills, but I didn't really figure out that what I wanted wasn't affiliate marketing. It wasn't SEO. It wasn't even freelancing. What I wanted was to be the boss of my life, the CEO of my life, and the entrepreneur of my own life, the architect. And that's what I think at 44 and a half years old, I think that I've done a fairly good job of getting there. So the only moral thing I have left to do is to give that back to as many people as I possibly can. Some of you are probably rolling your eyes and thinking that sounds cheesy, and that's okay. This may not be for you, but there's gonna be something free for everyone. If that helps you, so be it. If not, that's fine too. But I don't care what anyone says. I think this is something that I owe to the world. Get it? I owe. That I owe to the world. And if I don't do it now, I may never do it. And, because, not to be dramatic, but you never know how many more days you have. You could step out your front door tomorrow and that's the end of it, or today, and that's the end of it, And as it is, I'm in my mid 40s. I probably only get about another 30 years to do things that matter. So I want to do them now, and I want to help as many people do them now while they have as many summers left as they have. I was at an event over the weekend, and one of the speakers was, I forget the name of the show he's on, Dragon's Den or something like that, Marcus Lemonis. He owns Camping World and some other things. And he said something that really connected with me. And he said that, he wants to do these things and he wants to do them as soon as possible, because he figures I forget how old he is, but he said he only had about 20 summers left, was the way he put it. I was like, that really connected for me, because, I have a few more years than he does, but, I don't have, you never know how many more chances you're going to get. And this is something I want to do. So I'm doing it now, and hopefully I can bring some of you along with me. I know that you have a lot of ways you can spend your time and your attention and your focus, but I hope that this will help some people, and I know it'll help me. So, all right, guys, we only have a short amount of time left. I thank you so much for being here with me today. This was a labor of love. This is some hard decisions and some things that were very impactful for me. So I hope that I can't wait to see some of you there. I can't wait to roll this out. But if there's any questions, let me know. I'll stick around another minute or two. Otherwise, I will jump off of here. Let me go ahead and put that in the chat one more time. It's just freedompreneur.io. I know that's a little tough to spell, at least maybe I'm just a dumbass, but literally you just come here. You can read the blurb at the top. See this picture that's completely staged, by the way, of me on a bench by a fountain. You just type in an email address. Click send me info, and that's it. That's literally all there is to it. There's nothing else to do. There's no other offer. There's nothing there. So that's just All that's going to do is let me know who's interested. If you're watching this on the replay, the page will still be there, so do that too. And I'm going to be talking about this a lot, so if you missed anything at the beginning, that's fine. This is going to be something that I talk about pretty frequently. So, all right, guys, any last minute questions? I'll go to 4:03. But if there's any questions on this or anything other than how to get orders on Legiit, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to call it a day. And yeah. All right. So while I wait and see if there's any questions, I don't want there to be any silence. I'm going to grab some water real quick. Can we sign up to Diamond if we haven't previously signed up to Elite? I don't know those kinds of details, but yeah, I think you can do whatever you want. It's not like you have to do, it's not like a pyramid type thing. So yeah, I guess the answer to that is yes. You'll be able to sign up for whatever you want, whenever you want. David says, congrats, man. Well, thank you. I don't know that I deserve them, but I appreciate the sentiment. Lahiru, who says, after joining Legiit, Lahiru, by the way, made the thumbnail for today's video, said, after joining Legiit, helping to others is a part of my life. Well, thank you, my friend. And I know it is. You do a lot for a lot of people where you are, and you are an inspiration to me. So I love the commute and the time with family, but my boss can be demanding. Yeah, I liked that job a lot too, but I didn't like that I had to be where I didn't want to be. I didn't like that I didn't get to make the decisions for myself. So I do miss the never-ending candy bowl that they had. But yeah, so I get what you're saying, I guess is the summary there. Keith says, cool. Thank you, Keith, as always. All right, guys, another couple minutes and we'll wrap it up. People starting to drop off now, and I apologize if I got a little amped up there, but this gets me excited, so thank you. Shaq Diesel says, oops, after so long, it was a real inspiring show. Thank you, thank you. I was making a joke because I am my boss. Oh, well, that joke sailed right the hell over my head. So I apologize. That makes it a lot funnier, though. I love the commute. Yeah, I love the commute, too, from my bedroom. I have an office that I go to once a month to pay the rent on. And I actually need to go there now to print some things because I don't have a printer at home. But, yeah. All right, folks. We have just a few seconds left, a few minutes left. Josh, what's up, Josh? Thanks. He says, sounds great. Thank you, my friend. Josh knows some of the stuff, was part of some of the history I was talking about today with other marketplaces and stuff, too. He's been there right along. So, all right. 1 or 2 minutes left. We'll go to 4:05. I know I keep moving that, but I just want to give everybody a chance. Monari, our ambassador, says, I just want to say thank you for the stream. Legiit made me my own boss straight out of college. Man, that hits hard for me. Thank you, my friend. You are truly dedicated to Legiit. Like, you're part of the family, and you really have helped a lot of folks. So thank you. I'm glad that we were able to be a part of that. Adrian, it says, thanks for the pizza. And the people that don't know that joke, like if they just stumble on this, that must be so confusing, the way we always talk about pizza, but there was no pizza. And by the way, in Freedompreneur, there will be no pizza. All right, we've got a few seconds left. Again, thank you. Check it out, freedompreneur.io. Just put in your email and we'll let you know as soon as it's locked, cocked, and ready to rock. I appreciate you spending your time with me today. I appreciate you listening to me ramble, giving you a little history lesson and background, but I think this is going to be something so fun and something that helps a lot. Soon says, Oak the Writer, there's your free plug, says, thank you so much for investing so much effort and giving us a life of freedom. Thank you, my friend. You're one of the people that makes it possible too. All right, guys, let's see, Joan, it's an honor to have such a mentor. Thank you for setting the bar. Thank you, my friend. Graham says pizza. There will be no pizza. All right, guys, that's what I got for you today. Keep it real. Check it out. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I see you there. I'm going to be talking about this more, so don't worry. You won't miss out. But thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. I'll try to do 1 or 2 more live streams this year. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. Have a great day. Have a great night. Have a great morning. Peace.